Hi, it's Dan with Master of the Morning, so you own the day. During this holiday season, are you spending more time wondering what you're getting for Christmas, or have you made that mindset shift in an attitude of gratitude to focus in on what you're giving for Christmas? I'm standing in the courtyard of my home here in the mountains of Utah, obviously without an overcoat on, and last night we had this beautiful snowstorm that dumped multiple inches of snow in our neighborhood. I'm standing here doing my best in the cold of this morning to reenact the emotions and lessons I learned from a life-changing experience I had many years ago that regurgitated the true formula for increasing sales: give, 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 and then ask, turning every sales pitch into a serve pitch. I'm doing my best right now to remember the time-tested formula for becoming an extraordinary, respected, admired leader. Based on example, I'd rather see a sermon preached than hear one any day. I'd rather you would walk with me than merely point the way. You see, a few years ago, it was a freezing cold day. It was a blizzard snowstorm. The wind was blowing the snow sideways. I was hurrying to get to my business meeting, and I had to park a quarter of a mile away. When I got out of my vehicle, I didn't have an overcoat, and I had to weather that headwind, do my best to get to the Crossroads Mall for my meeting. And when I arrived at the building, the two side entrance doors were closed and locked, and the only way into the mall was through the turnstile revolving door. And because that was the only way in, there was a backlog of people. When I arrived, there were 9 people standing in line waiting their turn to enter, which gave me plenty of time to be an eyewitness to a life-changing experience. There was the Salvation Army bell ringer, all bundled up, warm, holding his red bucket, ringing his bell, smiling for donations. And as I was standing there, freezing to death, trying to hustle and hurry the people in front of me to get into the warmth of the mall, out of the foggy day emerged a gentleman who was homeless. I'll never forget it as I looked down and he had absolutely no warm clothes anywhere on his body. I looked down and there was his big toe and another toe protruding from a hole in his dirty Converse shoes. And as he walked up to the bell ringer, I watched him reach into his pocket. He pulled his pocket inside out. And I watched him and listened to him count out loud 93 cents and place it into the bucket and turn. And as he was walking away and disappearing again into the foggy day, he said to the bell ringer, "Merry Christmas, lad. Have a great day." He gave everything he had. He gave all he had. How did that change me forever in a way that I hope it will change you forever? Never again have I ever walked over, stepped over, or walked around a man or woman who is homeless. I'll always give them my spare change, maybe $1, maybe a $5 or a $10 bill, whatever I have immediate access to. Why? Not because it's about them, but because it's about what I learned that day about being less judgmental. How many of us see an indigent? How many of us see someone who is less fortunate than us, especially a homeless person, and we immediately think, why should I give them money? They're just going to buy drugs. They're just going to buy alcohol. They have a mental illness. Or why don't they just go get a job? No, no, no. Forevermore, I will remember that the same God who made you made me too. During this holiday season, may I challenge you that if this message resonates with you, that you'll do more than just share it with family, with friends, with coworkers and teammates, but that you'll live it, that we will figure out a way to focus in on service before self and bring love and forgiveness, unconditional love, service before self, empathy, and put that back in to Christmas.